Hello everyone, a very good evening and welcome to this live session by TalentSprint. This is Gayatri here, and in today's session we are going to be discussing reasoning ability section for the upcoming SBI Clerks mains examination. In today's session we are going to be looking at two topics. We will be focusing on arrangements and machine input output. Like I had mentioned in the earlier sessions, in all these revision sessions that we will be organizing for SBI Clerks mains examination, in each session we will focus on few important topics for the upcoming examination. So today's focus will be on questions on arrangements and machine input output. So if you are new to TalentSprint channel, please do subscribe to our channel so that you get regular notifications as to the videos that we upload in our channel and also the live classes that we are doing. And for SBI Clerks mains examination, we are doing a series of revision sessions. The events calendar is put up in the channel, so you can just go through that and join accordingly. Yes. Piyush, I am not aware why that is happening. I can put in a word with the team regarding your concern and we will try to rectify it. Otherwise, you can just I'll let you know in the next class. Yes. More of you have joined. So hi Uday, hi Soni, hi Nitin, hi Karthik, hi Akshay, Sai. Good evening all of you. Welcome to the session. So let's get started. Let's look at the questions for today's session. And like I had mentioned earlier, today we'll be looking at arrangements and machine input output. So arrangement questions, the question will appear on your screen. Go through the question, read it, try to get the arrangement, and then I will go about solving it. So first we will look at arrangements and then we will go into machine input output. Now a few things that you have to keep in mind when it comes to questions on arrangement is, generally questions either you get circular arrangement, linear arrangement, or even sometimes arranging people around a square table. So these are the different types of questions that you can expect, and what you have to keep in mind is that for arrangement, always or most 90% of the time there will be more than one possibility. You have to spend that extra time to try out one or two more than one possibility and then arrive at the answer. So when you start solving, if you feel that there is more than one possibility, don't think that the question will be complex. Always there will only be one correct answer for the question. So you can try out the other possibilities as well. Okay, don't think it is a waste of time. It is required to solve arrangement questions. If there are more possibilities, try it out. Many times the other possibilities will get eliminated fast. Okay, so Uday says, ma'am, can you please give me some preparation for the tips for 9 days preparation for SBI clerk? So Uday, like I said, we are currently focusing on important topics for the SBI clerks mains examination in these sessions. So go through these topics, revise these topics along with me as and when you attend the sessions. And last few days, now that the exam is happening on August 10th, the best thing to do would be to take at least 3 mock tests, not more than that. Take 3 mock tests, analyze these tests, and take time test wherein you spend you take it like a proper examination. Okay, and do a revision of all the topics. The last day before the examination, don't study too much, be relaxed. So that's what I think you should be doing for this upcoming 9 days. Okay. So Soni says, ma'am, in yesterday's EPFO prelims examination, I have attempted 74 questions. Okay, good Soni, let's hope for the best. Okay, let's get started. Let's look at the first question for the session. So the first question for the session is on circular arrangements. So look at this question and try to solve it and tell me if you have got the arrangement. Once you get the arrangement, I will start solving it. Sai Manikanta says, ma'am, please give RRB related sessions for RRB preparation. Definitely, we will try to provide the same. What's given here in this question? There are 8 friends who are sitting around a circular table facing the center, and each of them are wearing different dress brands as given. Alan Solly, Pepe Jeans, Wrangler, Peter England, Fab India, Adidas, W and Aurelia, but not necessarily in the same order. If then some information about how they are sitting is given, you have to arrange them. Ammu, all the content is available in our YouTube channel. You can go through the channel. We regularly update quizzes, videos, and we do have live sessions. So our YouTube channel will be your place to check whatever content that you are looking for. If any of you have got the arrangement, please do let me know, then I will start solving. Please do not sit idly and wait for me to solve the question, the arrangement. You have to try it on your own. Even if you are not able to get the answer, it's fine, but you have to try it. Only when you try, in future you will be able to solve questions. Okay, if you guys, okay, some of you might be new to aptitude, right? You have started your preparation, you have joined the session. If that's the case, please don't sit idle, especially quants and reasoning. You have to solve with pen and paper, and then only you will be able to understand. Hi Binish, good evening. Is it done? Shall I start solving the question, or do you guys need more time? I don't think it's such a complex one. Yes, I think you will have one or more possibilities, but is it taking so long? Yes, so Uday says he is completed. So I am going to start solving the question. All others who are still trying the question, please do look at this slide and continue solving. In the meantime, I will start solving the question. What is given here? 8 friends are sitting around a circular table and all of them are facing center. Okay, that's one relief. Everybody is facing the same direction. In many questions, they will give some people are facing inwards and some people are facing outwards, which makes the question generally more complex. Here it is given everybody is facing inwards and they are wearing different brand, Allen Solly, Pepe Jeans, Wrangler, etc. So the first information says F is sitting second to the left of K. So if this is K, everybody is facing inwards, right? So this is your left and this is your right. So F is sitting second to the left of K. So this is going to be F. F is sitting second to the left of K. The one who was wearing Aurelia brand is an immediate neighbor of K. So where is Aurelia brand coming? So these are the 8 people that we have. So Aurelia brand is an immediate neighbor of K. So either Aurelia can be here or Aurelia can be here. So again right away I have 2 possibilities, correct? So I am just writing down the 2 possibilities. So this is K and this is F. In this case this can be Aurelia. Okay. Now next, what is given? Aurelia is a neighbor of K, so either it can be here or here. So let us consider both the cases. It's an immediate neighbor of K. There are only 3 people who sit between the one who is wearing Aurelia and E. So there are only 3 people between the one who is wearing Aurelia and E, means where is E? This has to be E. Basically E has to sit opposite to Aurelia, correct? In this case, if this is Aurelia, this is E. There are 3 people between E and Aurelia. Here also there are 3 people. In this case, Aurelia is here, so E will be here. 3 people between Aurelia and E, 3 people between Aurelia and E on this side as well. So this is the next line that is given. We have made use of this. There are only 3 people who sit between the one who is wearing dress of Aurelia and E. Only one person sits between the one who is wearing Peter England and E. Then okay, so only one person sits between the one who is wearing Peter England and E, means this can be Peter England or this can be Peter England. Now we are not sure, okay, which is Peter England, either this or this, because there is only one person there. Similarly, if this was the case, where can Peter England come? This can be Peter England, or here this one can be, not this. One person is sitting between E and Peter England, right? So this can be Peter England. Only one person sits between the one who is wearing Peter England and E. The one who is wearing Pepe jeans is to the immediate right of the one who is wearing Peter England. So Pepe jeans is to the immediate right of the one who is wearing Peter England. Okay, let us wait to use that, because again Pepe jeans can either be here or it can be here. Similarly, here also Pepe jeans can either be here or here. So anyway, there are a lot of possibilities. Let us wait to use that. Next one, M is second to the right of K. This we can easily write now. M will be here. M is second to the right of K. H is wearing Aurelia dress. So H is wearing Aurelia. Here this is H. This is H. G and J are immediate neighbors of each other. Neither G nor J is wearing Peter England. So if this is going to be our final answer, in this case where will G and J come? They have to be adjacent to each other. So G and J has to come here, correct, in these two spaces. One will be G, one will be J. We don't know which is G and which is J. But what have they said? They have said neither G nor J is wearing Peter England. So this case of putting Peter England here is gone. So if the second case is the one that we are looking at, obviously Peter England has to be here. Peter England can't be here because it is given clearly that G and J cannot be Peter England. Similarly, if first case is the answer that we are looking for, then again Peter England cannot come here. Why? Because G and J has to be adjacent, and the only place where we can keep them is in these two places. So Peter England definitely has to be here. Now it is easier for us to place Pepe jeans, right? The one who is wearing Pepe jeans is to the immediate right of the one who is wearing Peter England. So if this is Peter England, this is Pepe jeans. This is Peter England means then this will be Pepe jeans, right? The one who is wearing is to the right of the Peter England. M is second to the right of K. H is wearing Aurelia. G and J are immediate neighbors of each other. Neither G nor J are wearing Peter England. The one who's wearing dress of Fab India is to the immediate left of F. So which is to the left of F? This, right? So E is Fab India here. And in this case, this person will be Fab India. Whoever it be, that is Fab India. The one who is wearing, okay, this is also used, we have used the statement. The one who is wearing the dress of Adidas is second to the right of the one who is wearing Pepe jeans. So Adidas is second to the right of Pepe jeans. So if this is Pepe jeans, 1, 2, this is Adidas. In this case, which is Pepe jeans? This one. So 1, 2, this is Adidas, this person, okay. Second to the right of the one who is wearing Pepe jeans. The one who is wearing W is an immediate neighbor of the one who is wearing the dress of Peter England. So immediate neighbor of Peter England means one neighbor is Pepe jeans. So this can be W. Similarly, if you look here, where is Peter England? Peter England is here. So one neighbor is Pepe jeans. So this K has to wear W collection. G is second to the right of the one who is wearing Allen Solly. So G is second to the right of the one who is wearing Allen Solly means, can this be G? If this is the case, can this be G? No, because here it is M is already wearing Pepe jeans. G is second to the right of Allen Solly. So obviously this one has to be Allen Solly and this has to be G, right? Then only G is second to the right of one who is wearing Allen Solly. So what will this be? This will be J. So now this seems to be correct. It has satisfied all the given conditions. Let's see why this is going wrong. Okay, here what is given? G is second to the right of Allen Solly. So can this be G? No, because this is already Adidas. Can this be G? No, this is already Aurelia. So second to the right of Aurelia can be G, or second to the right of Adidas can be G. So second to the right of Allen Solly, it won't come for sure. So this is going wrong. I am unable to place G. Okay, when I am solving for this case, I am unable to place G. So this case goes wrong. So this is your correct answer. Is it clear? So H is Aurelia, K is wearing W collection, and who is coming here? Who is the person whom we have left out? This is L. Correct, L is left out. L is Peter England, M is Pepe jeans, E is Allen Solly, J is Adidas, G is Fab India, and what will F be? F will be Wrangler. Wrangler is the only one missing. So this is going to be your final arrangement. This one. Yes, Shrikant, H is wearing Aurelia, that's correct. He says KW. Yeah, K is wearing W collection, H Aurelia, F Wrangler, G Fab India, J Adidas. Yes, that's correct. E. Alan Solly and M. Pepe Jeans and L. Peter England. Correct, Srikanth. Your arrangement is correct. So this is your final answer. Sony says, I mistook W as a friend. It's a brand. Yes, W is a brand, right? W collection. So, Sony, read the question carefully. That's very clearly given, na? 8 people. Who are the names? Who are those people? Their names is also given. So, don't make such minor mistakes. Yes, it might cost you 5 answers. Look at the first question. The first question says, who is sitting second to the right of E? So, who is sitting second to the right of E? Where is E? E is here. Second to the right of, sorry, E is, this is the correct one, na? E is here. And second to the right of E is G. G is sitting second to the right of E. 4 of the following are alike in a certain way based on the arrangement and hence form a group. Which one does not belong to the group? So, first one says Alan Solly H, M Wrangler. Where is H, Alan Solly? They are sitting opposite to each other. M Wrangler sitting opposite to each other. Like that, if you see, one of the options is J and Peter England. But J and Peter England are not sitting opposite to each other. So, J and K are sitting opposite to each other. So, which is your odd one out here? J, Peter England. That is your odd one out. What is the position of L with respect to the one who is wearing the dress of Aurelia? So, Aurelia is worn by H. Position of L with respect to H is, L is second to the right of H. So, correct answer will be option B. Next one. This is very easy. Who amongst the following is wearing a dress of Alan Solly? E was wearing the dress of Alan Solly. And which of the following statements is true according to the given sitting arrangement? The one who is wearing the dress of Adidas sits second to the left of the one who is wearing the dress of Wrangler. Let's just check that. The one who is wearing Adidas is sitting second to the left of the one who is wearing Wrangler. Yes, that is correct. What was the question? The question was, which of the following statements is true? So, very clearly the first statement is true. Might be you can check the other ones if you have time. Not required. Here, just by looking at the diagram, you know this is correct. So, that has to be your answer. Oh, no, but there is another statement which is all of the given statements are true. So, let's just try one more option. E is an immediate neighbor of the one who is wearing Fab India. Let's check if that is correct. E is an immediate neighbor of the one who is wearing Fab India. Not correct. So, obviously answer A will be your answer, because since you have option E, I checked for option B also. Now that this is wrong, you can take A as your answer. So, moving on to the next question. I hope the circular arrangement was clear. Now, let us move on to a question on linear arrangement, a more complex one. So, I'll give you 5 minutes to solve this question, or let's say 6 minutes. So, take your time, solve the question and let me know once you're done, and then we'll start solving it. Again, what's given here? Anbu, basically A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K and L are 12 sports persons sitting in 2 rows, and among them, few of them are, 6 of them, how many people are there? 12 people. 6 of them are facing north and the remaining people are facing south. And each person faces exactly one person in another row, and each of them played different sport as follows. So, you have to find out the arrangement. Question on linear arrangement, where you have 3 variables. You have to arrange the name of the person, the sport that they play and the place they belong. So, try this out and let me know once you are done. Good evening, Anil. You're a little late for the session today. Anyways, try this question. Today we are discussing questions from two topics in reasoning ability, arrangements and machine input output. So this question is on linear arrangement. So try this linear arrangement out and let me know once you're done. Any luck with solving the question? Any of you got the arrangement? It's 5 minutes now since you would have started. Do you need more time or shall I go ahead solving the question? Hello Ravindra, good evening. Why are all of you so silent? Are you guys trying or can I start solving? Okay, so Uday says, ma'am, trying. Please give us 2 minutes more. Fine. It's 6:33 now and I will start at 6:35. not able to solve still, you can look at the next slide. But the problem with the next slide is the wordings will be little small because the question is very lengthy. We cannot give a better font for the wordings here in the question. You will have to bear with us for that. So I think I'll start solving the question. So what is given here? ABCD. Let's just say ABCD. That's easier instead of reading out the full names. Yes, especially when you solve it also, it's easier if you just use ABCD terminology. That will be easier. So there are 2 rows. One row, this is the row that is facing downwards, and this is the row that is facing upwards or facing north. And what is given? A, B, C, D, E, F. They are sitting in 2 rows. And who are the people who are facing north? A, C, D, F, I, K. So who are the people who are there in this row? A, C, D, F, I and K are in this row facing north. So who are the people who are facing south? People who are facing south includes the remaining people, right? B, E, G, H, K, L. So 6 people are facing north and 6 people are facing south. Now what is given? Each of them play a specific sport as given below, and they belong to different places as given. So indoor, different cities, Bangalore, Indore, Coimbatore, etc. And again not necessarily in the same order. Now first statement, what does the first line say? The first line says the football player is from Nagpur and is facing Firoz. But again, where do I place the football player and where do I place Firoz? So I am just writing down the information as and when I see it. So this is one thing that you can actually do in the examination. Just write down things as and when you see. So football player from Nagpur is facing Firoz. Now Firoz is in this row, correct? So Firoz is going to be facing north, that is F is going to be facing north, and the person opposite to F is a football player and is from Nagpur. None of Babu, Lata and Ilango. So B, write it down here, B, L and E. So they are not football or cricket. The players from Coimbatore and Surat are immediate neighbors of John. Babu is second to the right of G. So B is second to the right of G. See, B and G are going to be in this line. So if G is in one place, where will B be? B is second to the right of G. Since G is facing downwards, right? Since G is facing downwards, right of G will be this side. So B is second to the right of G, who is from Thane. G is from Thane. B is a swimmer and faces the player from Kozhikode, okay, who is third to the right of Dina. So third to the right of Dina means, just erasing this for now, third to the right of Dina means 1, 2, 3. This can be Dina, right? Who is third to the right of Dina. So basically how have we fixed in this side? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 more people will be there, 5, 6. So similarly on top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this can be our starting point to solve the question. We need some starting point, right, to start placing people. So we will start with this because here now we are able to place all the 6 people, right? So D is in one corner and then you have 2, 3 and this will be Kozhikode, and after that again there will be 2 more people in this line, then it will be the top line, 1, 2, 3. Opposite to Kozhikode is given as B, who is the swimmer, and then you have 2 more people and this is going to be G, who is from Thane. So this is the arrangement that you get. Okay, so using that line, I got this information and I have just put it in the arrangement. Okay, so now let's continue. Babu is a swimmer and faces the player from Kozhikode, who is third to the right of Dina. Neither Anbu nor Dina are hockey players or from Indore. Okay, Karthi is a rugby player and sits second to the right of the archery player, who faces the player from Surat, and none of them sit at the extreme end. Again, using these statements, I cannot fix them, right? The hockey player is from Jaipur and sits as far as possible from Dina. See, D is here, and the hockey player is from Jaipur and sits as far as possible from D. So, as far as possible means either here or here, correct? That is as far as possible. But here already G is there and G is from Thane, and it is we have to fix the hockey player here, and it is given that the hockey player is from Jaipur. So, G cannot be the hockey player. So, the hockey player has to be this, and this person is from Jaipur. It is given that the hockey player who is from Jaipur sits as far as possible from D. So, either here or here, that were the only possibilities, but here it is not possible because here G is from Thane. So, hockey and Jaipur has to come here. So, that is also fixed. Lada, the basketball player, sits opposite to the athlete who is an immediate neighbor of the person sitting at the extreme end. Okay, let that be there. The swimmer and the tennis player are from Coimbatore and Bangalore respectively. So, the swimmer is from Coimbatore. Okay, Coimbatore. And tennis player is from Bangalore. So, let's wait to place the tennis player. The basketball and the tennis player face the same direction. Feroz, the wrestler from Gwalior, sits equidistant in the same row from the boxer and the player from Indore. And the player from Vijayawada sits opposite to the player from Bangalore and sits second to the left of the player from Gwalior. Then what is, again, I am not able to place any of these, so I am just reading on. Anbu, who is not an athlete, is third to the left of Ibrahim, and neither of them is a hockey player. So, Anbu is third to the left of Ibrahim. So, Anbu and Ibrahim has to come like this. Now, where can I place them in this line? See, they are going to come in this line, right? A and I are going to be here. So, can I place I here? Not possible, because very clearly they have said Ibrahim is not a hockey player. So, can I be here? So, if this is I, 1, 2, this will be A. No other place I can place I. If I place I here, then I can't place A. So, this has to be I and this has to be A. It is given Anbu is not an athlete and is third to the left of Ibrahim, and neither of them is a hockey player. So, we have used that. And Hari is a chess player and is third to the right of the basketball player from Darjeeling. So, Hari is a chess player and is third to the right of the basketball player who is from Darjeeling. So, Hari and the basketball player are going to be here. So, who is the basketball player? We know that, right? Lata is the basketball player. And it is given that Lata is sitting opposite to the athlete, who is an immediate neighbor of the person sitting at the extreme end. So, either Lata can be here. She is sitting opposite to the person who is an athlete. But see here, it is very clearly given that Anbu is not an athlete. But Lata has to sit opposite to an athlete who is close to the extreme end. So, Lata cannot be here. Lata should be here. So, if Lata is here, then Lata is sitting opposite to the person who is the athlete. So, this I is the athlete and Lata is sitting opposite to her, and Lata is from Darjeeling and Lata plays basketball. So, Lata we have found out she is from Darjeeling. Sorry for the wrong spellings that I am writing. I don't have space there. So, I hope you understand. Lata is from Darjeeling and she is a basketball player. And she is sitting opposite to the athlete. Then, next you have to place, so BLG we have placed already. Hari is the chess player and is third to the right of the basketball player. So, where is Hari? 1, 2, 3. So, Hari is a chess player and he is third to the right of the basketball player. So, that is also fixed. Then, what else is there? The players from Coimbatore and Surat are immediate neighbors of John. So, actually in which row will John come? K is here, na, this has to be J. I'm sorry, I've written K here by mistake, I think. This is J, right? See, A, C, D, F, I, K. It's given in the question, A, C, D, F, I, K are coming here in the first row. So this has to be, J has to come in this row. So this is J, obviously. And what is given? Players from Coimbatore and Surat are immediate neighbors of J. See, I have already found out B is from Coimbatore. So where will J be? This has to be J and this has to be Surat. So in this row, who are we pending to fix? We are pending to fix E. This has to be E. Then there was one more information given about Bangalore. The swimmer and the tennis player are from Coimbatore and Bangalore respectively. The basketball player and the tennis player face the same direction. So which can be, so Bangalore and tennis player, that has to be in this line only. Either it has to be E or it has to be J. Now another information that was given is that, see, Firoz is there, right? Firoz is in this row and opposite to Firoz is who? The football player who is from Nagpur. Now that we have fixed everybody in this row, F can't be here to place football and Nagpur here, because already what is there here? D is there here, right? So F can't come here. So obviously this only can be F, because opposite to F is the football player who is from Nagpur, correct? Where is it possible to place them? Only here. I can't place this football and Nagpur here because there is D already here. So what should E be? E should be the tennis player who is from Bangalore. So this side completely we have fixed. All these people are facing downwards, the south direction. So this side is fixed. Now let us complete this side. Now look at F. We know F is the, it is given, F is the wrestler from Gwalior. So I am just going to, now that we have used this, I am erasing this. F is the wrestler from Gwalior, and the player from Vijayawada, see, the player from Vijayawada is opposite to the player from Bangalore. So which is Vijayawada? This is Vijayawada, and second to the left of the player from Gwalior. Yes, that condition is also satisfied. The basketball player and the tennis player face the same direction. Done. Lata, the basketball player, sits opposite to the athlete who is an immediate neighbor of the person who is facing an extreme end. Done. Then what else is there? Karthi, the rugby player, sits second to the right of the archery player who faces the player from Surat. So Karthi is a rugby player who sits second to the right of the archery player who faces the player from Surat. So Surat is here. So this is archery. So this is archery, means which is Karthik? Karthik is second to the right of the archery player and Karthik plays rugby. That's also done. So what will come here? Only person left here is C. So that has to be C. And what else is left? You have to, the D is from Vijayawada, okay. And then if you see, they have Firoz is the wrestler from Gwalior, sits equidistant in the same row from the boxer and the player from Indore. So if this is F, which can be the boxer and which can be Indore? So if this is F, either this can be Indore, right? A can be Indore, and in that case this has to be the boxer. Not possible, because already this person plays rugby. So if F is here, then this can be the boxer, because he is already from Vijayawada. So if this is the boxer, then which will be Indore? This has to be Indore. Correct? See, I tried to place Indore and boxer in the adjacent places of F, which was not possible, because K already we know is from Kozhikode and plays rugby, so we can't do that. So D, next one person in between types, right, on both sides. So D has to be the boxer from Vijayawada and I has to be the athlete from Indore. No, so that's also done. Then what are we left with? We are left with what G plays. See, G is from Thane, that you know, and we have to find out where is A from. So which are the games that we are left with? See, one game we are left with is cricket, and some information about cricket was already given, right? What information was given about cricket in the beginning? The football player is from Nagpur, is facing Firoz, okay. None of Babu Lata and Ilango play football or cricket. Okay. No, so if you actually see, we are only left with, see, all these people you have found out all the two things. For G, you have to find the sport, and for A, you have to find the place. That's very easy, na? We are left only with cricket actually. So you need not see actually any other information. G has to be cricket because only cricket is left. And what will A be? A already plays archery. The only other place that we have left is, which one? Which place? Mangalore. So A has to be Mangalore. So this is your final arrangement. Okay, I hope it is clear. Anyway, let me read out what I have written. Please pardon me for my very bad handwriting here because of lack of space. So if you look at the first row where the people are facing south, you have E, who is from Bangalore and plays tennis. Then we have H, who plays chess and is from Surat. Then we have J, who is from Nagpur and plays football. Then we have B, who is from Coimbatore and is a swimmer. L, who is from Darjeeling, plays basketball. G, who is from Thane, plays cricket. Then in the row of people who are facing upwards or north, we have D, who is a boxer from Vijayawada. Then we have A, who is from Mangalore, who plays archery. And F, who is a wrestler from Gwalior. K, who is from Kozhikode, who plays rugby. I, athlete from Indore. C, hockey from Jaipur. So that's your final arrangement. And now I hope the explanation was clear and you guys have no doubts. I am going to go about solving the questions. If you have any doubts, please do ask me if any step is not clear. I'll not be able to explain the full solution again. You will have to refer back to the archives later because it's already a very big question. Okay? Yes. Let's move on to the questions that follow. These are the questions given. How many persons are there in between the wrestler and the person from Jaipur? So where is the wrestler and where is the person from Jaipur? How many people are, this is the wrestler and this is the person from Jaipur. How many people are there between the wrestler and Jaipur? 2 people are there. Answer is 2. The archer belongs to which city? Archer belongs to Mangalore. Who is the boxer? Who is the boxer? D is the boxer. Who among the following is not sitting opposite to each other? D, E, J, F, L, I, G, C, J, K. J, K, right? J and K are not sitting opposite to each other. So what will be your answer? J, K. Who among the following is not seated at the end of the row? So who among the following is not seated at the end of the row? Who are there in the end? D, E, G and C are at the end. So K is not at the end of the row. K is in between. Karthi was the rugby player. He was in between. So he is not at the end of the row. Is it clear? Shall I move on to the next question? I hope it's clear to all of you. I am moving on to the next question. Please do let me know if you have any doubts. Moving on. So next we are going to move on to questions on machine input output. So before we start solving the question, generally from machine input output you have 2 types of questions that come. The first one is wherein you are given some numbers like step 1, step 2, step 3 like that it is given, and you are given some numbers, words or letters, and there is some rearrangement that keeps happening between each and every step and you get the final output for the input that is given. There are some steps that are followed in between. You will have to identify the pattern in which the rearrangement happens for these words, letters or numbers and solve the question accordingly. That's the first type. Now the second type is wherein you are given some numbers and in each step some mathematical operation happens on these numbers and you are getting the next step. So the mathematical operations keep varying from step to step. So the second type, you have to identify which mathematical operation to follow for which step, and then arrive at the answer. So we will solve both the types of questions in today's session. So the first question from machine input output is there on your screen. A number arrangement machine arranges 2-digit numbers in a typical manner. They are obtained by applying a certain logic. Each step is a resultant of the previous step. So identify the logic for each step here and let me know. Then we'll start solving the question. Did any of you get the logic for the first step here? What's happening in the first step? You have 3, 1, okay, and this, see this cell and this cell, some operation is happening when you are considering these two cells together, and you are getting the resultant in the second step. So what can be the operation that's happening? See, this 1 into 3, that is 3. This 3 into 2 is 6. So basically the second number from the first cell and the first number from the second cell, when I am multiplying, I am getting the first number here. Similarly, next I am multiplying the first number from the first cell and the second number from the first cell. Similarly, try that logic for here, for the next one. So here it will be, first will be 2 into 1, which is 2. Next will be 3 into 1, which is 3. So if you look here, 2 into 2, that is 4, 1 into 5, that is 5. Okay, I hope it is clear. I am multiplying the second number here with the first number here, and then I am multiplying the first number here with the second number here, and that way I am getting the numbers in step 1. So that's done. Now let's look at the next step. How to do the next step? What is the logic that is followed here? See, again, what is 3 plus 6? Just add the digits here. Okay, 3 plus 6. What is 3 plus 6? That is equal to 9. What is 9 squared? 9 squared is 81. Reverse and write. What will you get? 18. Similarly, what is 2 plus 3? 5. 5 squared is 25. Reverse it and write, you get 52. What is 4 plus 5? 9. 9 squared is 81. Reverse it and write, you get 18. That's the logic for the second step. The third step here, how do you find out the third step? The third step here is a bit confusing, and in the examination I doubt how many of you would get it correct, but now that you have solved a question of this type, might be if a similar question comes, those of you who attend this session would definitely be able to do it, but the logic is quite difficult for the third step. Did any of you get the logic for the third step? Okay, Anuj has given me the logic. Very good, Anuj. Yes, that is the correct logic. So here what you have is 1 plus 8 is 9. Okay, and 5 plus 2 is 7. Again 5 plus 2 is 7. 1 plus 8 is 9. Actually what they have done is, they have found out the digital root of the previous step. Okay, here it just looks like adding, right? 1 plus 8 is 9, 5 plus 2 is 7. Again here also they have written the same thing, and 1 plus 8 is 9. Okay, so basically you are supposed to find the digital root. Identifying that is a bit difficult, right? Here it is, see, when you see it, you understand that it is just addition of numbers, but when you have numbers which are bigger, right? When you get an answer bigger than 9, then what do? You will have to write the digital root. But here that is difficult because in the question you are not able to identify that. When I look at the question, all I understand is I just have to add these digits, right? See, for example, I'll tell you why I am explaining this. I'll explain this when we come to the input that is given to us. So this is the input. For this input, these are the steps. Yes, and in the last step what is happening? Let's just keep the third step there. Last step what is happening? 9 minus 7, right? Is 2. Similarly 9 minus 7, that is difference between the digits in both cells. So this is also 9 minus 7, which is 2. Okay, so let's look at the input that is given to us for the question. So this is the input that is given to us. Now based on the logic that we have learned, we have to get the answer for this. So what will come here? Step 1. What will come in step 1? You will have 3 boxes in step 1. So it will be 1 into 1 and 3 into 2, that is 6. Next will be 3 into 2, that is 6, and 1 into 2, that is 2. And next will be 1 into 4, that is 4, and 2 into 1, that is 2. Look at the second step. What will come in the second step? Here you have 1 plus 6 is, again you will have 3 boxes, correct? Previously we had 3 boxes in step 2 as well. So you have 3 boxes here. And how did we arrive at step 2? 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 squared is 49. So reverse that and write, you will have 94. Here you have 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 squared is 64. Reverse that and write, you will have 46. Here you have 4 plus 2, that is 6. So 6 squared is 36. Reverse that and write, you have 63. Now look at the third step. In the third step, how many? We have only 2 cells, correct? And what was the logic that we said? Here we just added, right? 1 plus 8 was 9, we wrote that here. 5 plus 2 was 7, we wrote that here. Now here what is happening? I have 9 plus 4, correct? That is 13. So what do? I have to add again. I can't write 13 here, right? 1 digit per this thing. That was how I was doing. So what you have to do is 9 plus 4 is 13. So again do 1 plus 3, that will be 4. That 4 will come here. Here I have 6 plus 4, which is equal to 10. Again do 1 plus 0, which is equal to 1. So that 1 will come here. Similarly here also it will be 1. The same 1 you will write. Here you have 6 plus 3 is 9. Net what you are doing here is, see, either you can say you are just adding all the digits in such a way that you get only 1 digit, or actually we are finding out the digital root here. Okay, here also we have actually found out the digital root of the number. I hope all of you know what the digital root concept is. If you don't know, please refer to our video lessons. Basically, you are adding these digits, but in this case, right, there were no 2-digit answers that you got. You got 1 plus 8 is 9, which was easy, right? Here you have 5 plus 2 is 7. Here you have 1 plus 8 is again 9. You could just arrange that accordingly. But in this case, you are getting a 2-digit number. Again, we have a confusion whether to put the 2-digit number here as such or put it as a single digit. Yes, but how do I put it as a single digit? Again, I have to add 1 plus 3. So the logic that the examiner has actually used is trying to find out the digital root of the given numbers. Okay. Yes, now let us look at the what will be the last step here then. The last step will be the difference. 4 minus 1, 3, 9 minus 1, 8. So this will be your last step, step 4. And with that, it is done. Now let us look at the questions that follow. If the final output is multiplied by 5, then what will be the resultant value? What is the final output? The final output is 38. So what is the answer? 38 into 5. What will be your answer? 190. What is the sum of the what is the sum of the numbers in step 3? What is the sum of the numbers in step 3? Where is step 3? This one. So you have to do 41 plus 19. That is 60. What is the sum of the digits in step 2? Sum of the digits in step 2 is, you have to find out the sum of these numbers, right? 9 plus 4 plus 4 plus 6 plus 6 plus 3. What will be your answer? What is the sum of the digits in step 2? Yes, yes, Anuj. First one answer is 190. Second one answer is 60. Third one, tell me what is the answer? $32. Correct? Yes, 32. Anuj has given the correct answer. Good. Which of the following represents the difference between the two numbers in step 3 of the given input? Difference between the two numbers in step 3. So step 3, the numbers are 41 and 19. So 41 minus 19, that will be your answer. What's the answer? 22. If in the first step, if the sum of the first digit of every number is multiplied by 3, then which of the following will be the resultant value? If in the first step, if the sum of the first digit of every number is multiplied by 3. Okay, so in the first step, what are the first digits that we have? 1, 6 and 4. So 1 plus 6 plus 4, what is that? That is 11. Now what am I doing? I am doing 11 into 3. So what will I have? 33. Option B will be my answer. Anil is asking, how is 32, ma'am? See, in step 2, Anil, just add these, na? 6 plus 4 is 10. 9 plus 4 is 13. So 10 plus 13 is 23. 23 plus 9. 23 plus 9 is 32. Last one is 33. Clear, Anil? Next one. So the next question again is on machine input output. This is a question where they have given us some numbers, and based on this we have to arrive at the understand what is the logic that has been followed in each step to rearrange these numbers. So here rearranging of numbers has happened. So we have to find out the logic. What's given? A word and a number arrangement machine, when given an input line of numbers, rearranges them following a particular rule in each step. The following is an illustration of input and rearrangement. So what is the input? 49, 28, 31, 63, 53, 72, 94 and 14. There are 4 steps, and the 4th step is the last step. So let us just look at the given information and see what has happened. Okay. Now in the input you have 49, 28, 31. All those are there here. Now 49, 28, 31, 63, 53, 72. 94 and 14 have gone, and instead there is a 5 that has been added. So basically, and look at the next step. Step 2, what has happened? This 49 is there, but 28 is gone. Okay, 31 is there, 63 is there, 53 is there, 72 is gone, and again 2 numbers have been added. So what is it that you can see? Now look at the 3rd step again. In the 3rd step, I have 49 is there, 28 is gone, okay, 31, yeah, that is what I found out. Then in the step 3, if you see what has happened, 10, 5, 49 is there, 31 is gone, 63 is also gone. So basically what is happening is, in every step, the biggest number and the smallest number in the input is going. Okay, so here 94 is the biggest number in this lot and 14 is the smallest number, so that's gone. In the next step, the second biggest number, that is 72, and the second smallest number 28 is gone. Then in the next step, the third biggest number 63 and the third smallest number 31 is gone, and that has been replaced with this 0, 5, 10, etc. So what logic that they have used here is, see, 94 you have. Now what is 9 minus 4? 5. Okay, and what is 1 plus 4? That is 5. So that has been added in both sides here. Now look at this. What is 7 minus 2? 7 minus 2 is 5. So here again 5 is added. And what is 8 plus 2? 10. That is added here. Next one, 6 minus 3 is 3. That will be added here, and here 3 plus 1, 4 is added here. Okay, so in each step what they are doing is they are identifying the biggest number and the smallest number, and for the biggest number you are subtracting the digits and writing the answer in the right hand corner, and for the smallest number you are adding the digits, writing the answer in the left hand corner. This is being continuously done till you get all new numbers. All the old numbers that we gave as input has gone, completely done. Then that is your final step. This is the logic that they have used. Now let us try this for a given input. So this is our given input. So let me try that. I think if any of you didn't understand, might be when I do this it will be more clear for you. Biggest number 92 and smallest number is 13. So what is 1 plus 3? 4. That 4 has to come first. Then you have 78. 92 and 13 is gone. Correct? Then you have 49, 27, 84, 79, 35, and what is 9 minus 2? 9 minus 2 is 7. Second step. Look at the next biggest two numbers in this. Next biggest number, which is the one 84, and smallest number is 27. See, all the newly added numbers they are not considering. That is very clear in the question, right? So the new numbers like 04, 07 you don't consider. So you have 84, correct, and 27. So what will come here? What is 2 plus 7? 9. So you'll have 9, 04, 78, 49. These two are gone. You have 79, 35, 07, and the last one will be 8 minus 4. 4. Third step. Now which are the next biggest numbers that you have to consider? 79 and smallest number is 35 now. So what is 3 plus 5? 8. 9 minus 7? 2, or 7 minus 9. Basically, we are not considering negative, just difference between the digits. So you have 08, 09, 04, 78, 48, 07, 04. And then the fourth step, now which is the biggest number is 78 now, and the smallest number is 48 or 49? It's 49, I'm sorry. 49. I wrote it correctly here. I think I accidentally wrote 48 there. 49. So then what will you have? Here, these are the two numbers. You have 9 plus 4, that is 13. And you have 0, 8, 0, 9, 0, 4, 0, 7, 0, 4, 0, 2. And this will be 8 minus 7, that is 0, 1. This will be your final step. You stop with that. Yes, all new numbers you have got. That's your final answer. Now, let's look at the questions that follow. Which of the following will be second to the right of the third element from the left end of the penultimate step of the given input? Which of the following will be second to the right of the third element from left? So, third element from left is 1, 2, 3. From the left end, third element is this one. Second to the right is 1, 2. Again, the fifth element. So, this is the element that you are looking for from the left hand side, or we are looking for the fifth element from the left end. In the penultimate step, how many steps were there? 4 steps were there. So, in the third step, fifth from left is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 49. 49 is fifth from left. So, what's your answer here? $49, right? Which of the following is second to third element from the left of the penultimate step? Penultimate means 1 by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's correct. Option C is your answer. Next one. Which of the following number would be at the 7th position from the right in step 2 if all the numbers in step 1 are reduced by 2? So, all the numbers in step 1 are reduced by 2 means you will have, what will you have? So, this will become in step 1, this will become 0, 2, 76, 47, 25, 82, 77, 33 and these are the elements. So, what will come, which will be the smallest number? Again, it will be 82 and 25. So, you will have 8 minus 2 which is 6 and here 2 plus 5 which is 7. So, you have 0, 2, 76, 47, 77, 33, 0, 5. So, this will be your step 2 now. And what are they saying? In step 2, which of the following number would be at the 7th position from the right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7th position from the right is 0, 2. Option E is your answer. What is the difference between the last number of input and the highest number in step 3? So, last number of the input means 35. Highest number in step 3 is 78. So, 78 and 35. What should you find out? You have to find out what is 78 minus 35. That is 43. What is the sum of the numbers in step 4? What is the sum of the numbers in step 4? Add all this. 13 plus 8, 21 plus 9, that is 30. 30 plus 11, that is 41. 41 plus 4, that is 45. 47 and 48. So, 48 will be your answer, which is not given in the options. None of these will be your answer. How many numbers are there in step 2 which are prime numbers? So, how many numbers are there in step 2 which are prime numbers? See, 7 is a prime number and 79 is also a prime number. None of the other numbers are prime numbers. So, I have 2 numbers which are prime numbers. Sai Aditya, for machine input output there are See, it depends upon the question, whether the question is easier, in the sense, the questions that follow the machine input output, right? Sometimes if it is a machine input output where, like the first type that we solved, where in each step there is a mathematical operation that is involved. In that case, even if you are not able to solve the complete set, many times to answer a few questions that follow, one or two steps if you solve itself, you will be able to find the answer for a few questions. So if you are stuck with the machine input output question, check with the questions that are given, subsequent questions that follow the given set. So sometimes using answers that you get or the logic that you get for one or two steps itself, you will be able to arrive at the answer for that. Okay, at least 2 or 3 questions you will be able to solve. So this depends upon the subsequent questions that come from a particular set. Now for this particular type of question that we solved, one way to approach it is look at the input, look at the output. See, for this particular question, I am not able to come up with any specific shortcut for you, but many times you can look at the question and look at the input and look at the output and see what rearrangement has happened. Okay, whether sometimes the vowel, the letters will be arranged in decreasing order, right, depending upon the number of letters in a given word, or depending upon the letters would be arranged in alphabetical order in some particular format. So all that, by looking at the input and the output, you can make out. So these are some things that you should try out when you get a question on machine input output. Yes? Moving on, next question. A word number arrangement machine, when given an input line of words and numbers, rearranges them in a particular rule in each step. The following is an illustration of the input rearrangement. So you are given an input and there are 9 steps here, and then you come to the below output. So tell me what the logic would be here. See, like I was saying earlier, for this question, the letters, the numbers, everything is the same, right? The words and the numbers are all the same. They have been arranged differently. So here you have 241, 5, 4 identical, 137 rack, like this. Here if you see, there is a pattern like 3, 3. See? Like that, something has happened. And if you look at the step, right, here in this step, 25 was coming first. Then in the next step, 241 is there. Okay, that's already there in the same place. Identical has come here. Then in the next step, 16 has come. Then in the next step, 137 has come. Then in the next step, abandon has come. So see what could be the logic here. So what could be the logic that has been used here? Now, is there anything that you can find out about these numbers here? See, you have 25, 16, that is in the beginning. See, basically, some property of the number, right? Some type of numbers have been arranged first, followed by another type of numbers, then a word is arranged. Then again, one number, another number, and then again a word. So what could be the logic? See, 25, 16, 9, 4. Now, what is common in all these? These are all perfect squares. 25, 16, 9 and 4, and they are arranged in the decreasing order, correct? So that could be a pattern that they have used. Now look at the numbers here again, 241, 137, 11 and 5. Again these numbers are also arranged in the decreasing order. But what is common about these numbers? All these numbers are prime numbers. Look at the words. I have identical, abandon, mental, rack. Very clearly these numbers are not arranged in the alphabetical order or depending upon the they are not arranged in the alphabetical order. So what logic they have used here to arrange the words is that they are looking at the number of vowels in the given word. So how many vowels are there, based on that they have arranged, okay, in decreasing order. So if you see rack, there is only one vowel. Here there are only two vowels. Here I have A, O, and here I have I, E, I, A. correct? So 4 vowels are there, 3, 2 and 1. So that is the pattern that they have followed. Also looks like number of letters in the given word, correct? See, this is one confusion that we can get. It also, like Piyush says, it also looks as if they have arranged it according to the number of letters in the given word. See, this is something which people who set the question paper should also think about, because we can easily get confused, because the logic that they have used here is actually the number of vowels. So if you look at this one, right, see, this is the thing that is given to us, the input, and yes, Anuj, definitely it looks like that, but since I have seen the questions that follow it, and I understand that the logic that they have followed here is the number of vowels. So if I was the person who set the question paper, I would have made that clear here itself, right, so that it would not be confusing for the students, like you are giving me a different logic, but the logic that has been used here for the question is actually different. Okay, your logic also seems perfectly fine. I am not denying that, but I am just saying what the person who has said the question here has used, because based on the questions that follow, this is what I understand. It is very difficult for us to actually identify in such cases in the examination, so it's sheer luck, and we are hoping that in actual examinations the person who sets the question paper would look into it and see to it that they don't seem to create confusion like this for students. Okay. For this question, I am just telling you the logic that they have used is to number of vowels. Based on that, in the decreasing order, they have arranged. Keep this in mind. See, the more important thing here is that we are learning this. This is a possibility. They can give like this also. So in the examination, when you see a question, you can also think, have they used this logic? Yeah, that's the whole idea of trying out such questions in class. So here you are given an input 2553 paddle, 916 sabbatic, media 109, 179, 36, unabbreviated 139. So how will you arrange it? If you look at the first step, what will come? Which are your perfect squares here? You have 25, 9, 16 and 36. Which is the biggest one? 36. So you will have 36 and the remaining will be as such: 36, 25, 53, paddle, 9, 16, sabbatical, media, 109, 179, 36 is gone, right? I have taken it in front, and abbreviated 139. Next step, what will come? After 36, I have to look at the prime numbers. Yeah, I have 53, 109, 179, 139. So put the next biggest prime number. It is 107. I mean biggest prime number of the lot. That is 179. And the remaining will again be as such: 25, 53, PA, 9, 16, SA, ME, 109, 139. And third step will be what? I have to look at the word which has the maximum number of vowels. So I have here A, E, I, A, E. Correct? U also is there. Sorry, U, A, E, I. Maximum vowels. At least if you are, even if you are looking at unique vowels, right? U, A, I, and E. 4 vowels are there. So here there are 4 vowels. If you look at media, I have 3 vowels. If you look at sabbatic, right? Even if I am looking at unique vowels, I have 3. Otherwise, I mean unique vowels, I have 2. Otherwise, I have 3 vowels. Here also I have 2 vowels. Correct? So based on that, start arranging. Okay. So I have just written the unique vowels. I think they are looking. They have anyway taken the number of vowels: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5. This will be anyway first. So the next step will have 36, 179, unabbreviated. Then you have 25, 53, PA, 9, 16, SA, ME, 109, 139, and so on. But I hope the logic is clear to all of you. I just took this question so that you can just understand the different types of logics that can come in the examination. So we have not chosen any subsequent questions from this set. I just wanted to discuss this particular type because it seemed a bit different. Okay. So I hope it is clear. With that, we are coming to an end of the questions chosen for the session. Any doubts in any of the questions that we did? Anything that you would want to tell me? So before I wind up, Piyush and Soni, I have taken note of your queries and I will be putting it across to the team, and I will get back to you, or our team will get back to you soon on the same. Anything else? Yes, great. So that is it from us for now. Like I said, the last few days of your preparation is very, very important. Revise well, and when it comes to reasoning ability, try to solve a lot of questions on arrangements and puzzles, because these are very, very important topics for SBI Clerks mains examination. Generally, you see a lot of questions from arrangements and puzzles in the mains examination as well. So lot of practice is required. So try out arrangement and puzzles questions regularly while preparing for the mains exam. And like I said, take 2 or 3 mock tests before the actual examination, which is happening on 10th. Last 2 days of the examination, don't take up any test, because if at all you get less score, then you will panic. Don't do that. So before that, take tests, analyze the test, and understand where you have gone wrong. Okay. Yes. Uday, I am not aware of the same. So I will put in a word with the team, and we will get back to you soon on that. I'm not sure. Yes. So Anuj says, ma'am, thank you. Great. Thanks to know that our refreshers are helping you, Anuj. Good. So keep subscribe to our channel and keep looking out for all the videos that we update and the sessions that we do. Yes, it's a great encouragement when you all say that it is useful for your preparation. Great. So that is it from us for now, and I will see you in the next session. And this is Gayatri signing off. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Good night.